Once upon a time, a man inherited a huge fortune. Instead of working or taking good care of the money, he spent it just for pleasure. Years passed and there's not much left on the account. Life was hard. One day, he wandered around his courtyard. In the middle stood a tree. It suddenly occurred to him, a tree in the middle of the courtyard. That is kun, which means trapped in troubles. That is our problem. The tree must go. Son, come over and cut the tree down. His son, knowing very well that the tree shouldn't be responsible for all this, shook his head and said, Father, when the tree is gone, then we are the only ones left in this place. Then that is 囚, prisoner. Isn't that worse than before? The father was silent for a while and finally decided to leave the tree alone. That was just a story. But till now, you might have noticed something in common in these two characters. A big square. This element can be found in a lot of Chinese characters, which represents physical boundaries or restrictions, like in this character, kun, where a tree, is locked up in a small space, and ren, a person, stays in a jail and lost freedom. Go further, yuan, which means garden, which has plants, paths, and ponds in it, are surrounded by walls or fences. The contents and the enclosure. Yuan ding, gardener, a person, a professional who work in this space. Have a look at the next one. Tu, paintings, drawings, pictures. It could be a piece of paper where you put down your ideas in a few scratches, or a canvas for the artists to express their imaginations, or diagrams. Tu can be found in words like 地图, map, and 图表, diagrams, a visualized form to explain figures and facts. 地图, 图表, content, and the frame. 图, same idea in geometry. Yuan, meaning a round shape. 圈, a circle. Simply because in Chinese, we don't have elements like the letter O. Hanzi were created very much in the forms of squares, right? So we use the same structure, even in the case of describing something round. Yuan, 圈. Next character is one of my personal favorite. Hui, a small circle within a big one. Together, they make a loop, so that everything circulates within this loop, start and ends at the same point, over and over again. Hui means to go back, to return. 回家, to go back home. 回家, 回答, to answer, which could be interpreted as return the answer to the one who raised the question. Here's the answer, take it. Thank you. 回答, 回忆, to memorize or memory, to think back in time. 回忆, 回报, to repay or return of investment. 回报. If you're still watching my video by now, you must be a big fan of Hanzi. Thanks a lot for your patience. We've come to the very last character of today, which will take a bit longer than the other ones. 国, country, nation, kingdom. 国. That's how it looks today in China mainland. The simplified version. If we go back in time, originally it looked like this. The message was fairly simple. This part, which still exists in modern Chinese, 戈, was a typical ancient weapon used in war times, and the small square there, meaning a piece of land. On the land could be people, their cattle, and the shelters they built. Therefore, the idea of country back then was simply guard the piece of land you stand on with weapons. And the small stick below, which looks like another character, 一, meaning one or unified, could mean that people on this land follow one ruler or act on the same code of behaviors. As time went by, people realized that a country needs secure borders, so they add a square outside of it. And this character looked very much like a fortress, isn't it? This character stayed through thousands of years and is still used today in Hong Kong and Taiwan. Now you have both versions, traditional, simplified. Also, the simplified version had some good thoughts behind it. Inside of this border, the square, it's yu, which means jade. It's a treasure, it's precious. We may understand it as within the border keeps the most valuable things of this land. The wealth within the nation represents the nation. Is that clear to you now? 国. That's all for this episode, and if you happen to know other characters with the same structure, tell me in the comments. See you next time. 再见.